Okay guys, I bought this fake PSP. You got an on-off switch over here. When you flip it over to on, you gotta hit the start button down here in the corner. Kind of hold it in for a second or two, and it comes right on. Explain it real quick. You got just like what's on the PSP, kind of like a charger port. You can access the ROM files on it. It's supposed to have came with 10,000 games. TV out, headphone jack. I don't know if I have the right cables really to test the TV out. You've got start, select, 2 volume buttons. Instead of like your classic X, I mean it is X, but this button tends to take you past in the menus and stuff. So let's go ahead and get her booting up, and I can explain a little more. Got a directional over here, and kind of left, right, up, and down. It's got the little kicker buttons over here on the sides too, and it does take a micro SD card. I have like a 16 gig in there. Not very good resolution. You got your Mario. There's a Contra Battle City. The King of Fighters. We get a little better resolution or not. And let's see, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Dragon Ball, Tekken, Lightning something, Final Fight, Metal Slug, Crash Bandicoot, Street Fighter. I seen a guy try to play these games and say he just went into a game, and I'm gonna hit this button over here to access that game. It's gonna load it up. But yeah, he was firing up games and wasn't hitting start on the menu. Hit the button over here. I just started this one. I believe this is a Game Boy Advance game. But like I say, I think the black model was right around $30, and it shipped from California. And the sound's really good, but you put a movie or something on your SD card, and headphones aren't the best, but they're an extra pair. And but yeah, the volume's really good on the games, but yet it could be a hair better when it comes to movies. Music didn't seem like it struggled or nothing. I'm just gonna hurry up and get something going on here. But yeah, I wanted to explain also. Said 10,000 games. I seen a few doubles. Looking through ROM files and whatnot, I kind of seen Game Boy Advance and regular Nintendo. I did manage to load up, which I'd like to show, Sega and Super Nintendo on here also. So, I mean, even at that, there's tons more games that I've added to it just to kind of up the ante on it. It seems like a nice little machine. I don't know how long the battery lasts. I jammed out on it for a couple hours the other night and did pretty good. Looks like I've got about over half a battery on the thing. I think last time I checked. So not doing very good with this, but yeah, the Game Boy Advance games doesn't look bad. You can hit your select button anytime to quit the menu, and you have to hit the button over there to kind of exit out of it. But what I wanted to show you here, you got a little controller down here in the corner, and that's where you access your ROMs and your games individually if you want to get to more than just these. Next to it, you've got music, you've got photo, cinema, camera. Now it does have a 1.0 megapixel camera on it too, and I'm thinking it does do video. Record video. You got tools, browser, and settings. Browser's not for internet. It's probably to access and write through your micro SD card to access any movies or information you might have on it. If you get into the classic games folder, I'm not quite at 000, but as you can see, I mean, boy, the quality's not very good on the camera today. But like King of Fighters, Tekken, a lot of these was on the front screen. But I mean, you can just Rugrats, Scooby-Doo, Firefighter. You can push over on your pad. You can push over, and it will skip about 10 in a row. But like I say, I've seen some doubles on here, and But it's still something to jam to. If I go into the games on demand and go into the internal memory, game folder number 1 was one. They had 2 folders created, 1 and 2. And let's see, they had NES games in here, and whatever I had, I dumped whatever I had. The second folder was Game Boy Advance. I dumped all my Game Boy Advance to it. The third folder is the let's see, I'm pretty sure that's the Sega. And in the fourth folder is Super Nintendo. Now, some ROMs, I had some that didn't fire up or didn't want to play on this. So I'm still going to try some different ones. Maybe like Capcom Play System 1, 2, and 3. I would figure something like Atari and some of the other old ones would work, but I can't say I've really. I kind of tried a few and nothing recognized. It said no file found, so it might be a little stubborn on what it plays. Well, I don't know if this one froze up or what's going on. I'm going to exit it. Let's see, go back a folder, go down to game 4. Let's see. Axe Razor. Not sure what this one is. Nice green light from my camera here. Sorry, I was just kind of setting it on a chair and recording about the best I could do. Sorry about the fuzzy picture too. It's not that great in quality, but the games look good. That's kind of what matters. But not going to go into it too much. Like I say, I got got the Sega and Super Nintendo added, so that's a little added bonus to even what they had. Game Boy Advance games, just stop on one. Donkey Kong. But yeah, this thing's pretty awesome. For $30, I mean, it'd make a great Christmas present for the nieces and nephews, or even just snag one up for yourself, you know. It's something to, you ever go on a road trip, always nice to have a little video game or something you can watch a movie on. And yeah, a cell phone might do a little better on the movie, but as far as the games, definitely worth it. Throw some music on it and have a little fun with the thing. It's definitely capable of doing a lot and keeping you entertained. The worst part's waiting on games to load up and get into the screens and menus and all that. I think it's just telling me how to jump and do different things. Alright. Good enough. Let's see, we'll go into game folder number 1 and I'll just randomly push down until we land on something now. Adventure Island? Hudson's Adventure Island. There's so many ROMs that you can get off of different ROM sites like emuparadise.com. They got a lot of good ROMs and different ways of accessing stuff. Alright, well, gamers and friends, that's it for now. Until I get something else cool, neat, and exciting, I'll post another vid sometime. Have a good one.